Good day, students. I'm going to continue with the June 2023 exam paper paint. We are going to continue on page 15, paragraph 1.9.2, cash receipts and cash payments. Please read those two paragraphs on page 15 carefully. Then turn to page 16. Very important at the top of page 16 is the statement that the amounts on the bank statement are correct. So that's important, the amounts on the bank statement are correct. We are going to then turn to page 17. The bank statement continues on page 17. And then we are going to go to the bottom of page 17, paragraph 1.9.4, additional information of current account transactions. The second paragraph tells us use the bank transaction numbers for each transaction as a reference. Give detailed descriptions, including the number of the document if available for each transaction. I'm going to start off with the receipts. At the moment my supplier screen is open, so I'm just going to close it. And for bank transactions, we are going to go to cash book entry. Cash book entry. So I'm starting on page 17, paragraph 1.9.4. I'm going to do the receipts first. So I click on cash book entry. Your cash book at the top should be bank, and remember to click on receipts. Let's go and do our settings. If I look at my receipts quickly, it is this year transactions, but I'm going to remove the tick for repeat descriptions. I'm going to activate tax processing, and I'm going to set it on inclusive. And increment reference, I'm going to say yes. But we will have to be careful and check our references later on. So that's our settings. Bank is our contra account. This year transactions. Remove tick for repeat descriptions. Tax processing must be on. Inclusive. Increment reference, I'm going to say yes. I'm going to close. Remember, we must process in the correct period. Just to confirm our period, we are going to go to page 8, paragraph 1.3. There they tell us transactions for March 2024, period 1. So my period is correct, and I'm going to start with the receipts at the bottom of page 17. The owner paid capital into the business bank account. So the date for that transaction R01001. You can go look on the bank statement. R0 is on the 1st of March. The general ledger account will be the capital account. So I'll make sure that I'm on description, and I select capital. I type in CAP. Then the capital account will be highlighted. The reference number must be the receipt number. So we are going to use R//001. Description. I'm going to use the description given on the bank statement details R01, sorry, switch on caps lock, R01/001, and I'm going to use F Mboya. There's no tax for a capital contribution because it's a cash amount that was contributed, and the inclusive amount that we see in the column is 25,000 Rand. Press enter to complete the line. Then the next receipt is R01002 Dolly Shadrack, interior decorator, rents space in the shop of paint. So it will be rent received. So the date for that transaction, if we look on the bank statement, R01 Dolly Shadrack is also on the 1st. So I'm going to look, and I'm going to type in RENT, and we are going to use the account rent income. We use the details given on the bank statement as a description, R01/002, and we can write the name Dolly Shadrack. We can go and look on our VAT annexure at the back of the exam paper if we should use tax for rent received. Rent paid and received, there's no VAT. So no VAT for rent paid and received. We are going to put in the amount, 8,000 Rand. Press enter to complete the line until we get to the date column. Then we received R01003, received 31,000 from Buffalo City TVET College for settlement of account as on 1 March 2024. So I'm going to change from G for general ledger to C for customer, and then I'm going to select my customer, Buffalo City TVET. Okay, Buffalo City TVET College is selected. The receipt number is R01003, and the description, I'm going to go to my bank statement and I'm going to type in the description. R01/003. We will immediately go to the bank inclusive column and we will fill in the amount 31,578.43. Okay, but there's something else that I want to check quickly. So what I've done is I've opened Excel in my background, and I'm going to look at my Buffalo City TVET College amount. It's for the settlement of the account as on 1 March 2024. Okay, so Buffalo City TVET College opening amount we will find on page 7. There we can see Buffalo City TVET College is a customer. And the amounts that we have to add together is the following. Equal sign 18,842.29 plus 2210 plus 10,562.14. Okay, so please carefully look at those amounts. It's the opening balance amount, the January 2024 amount, the December 2023 amount, and the November 2023 amount. So that total gives me 31,614.43. So minus the amount that we have received. So the amount that we have received is given on the bank statement, 31,578.43. So that means the difference between the two amounts will be a discount that we have received. So I'm going to say equal sign that amount minus the top amount, and I can see that I've received 36 Rand discount. So we have received 36 Rand discount. These calculations you can go and do on a piece of paper. You don't necessarily have to do it on Excel, but I've used Excel so that I can open and close for your purposes of showing you the calculations. Okay, so I'm going to go back. We do have 01. We do have discount, so you must type in 01 in the discount tax column. And as we have just calculated, we have received 36 Rand discount. Press enter to complete the line. Then we turn to page 18 at the top. R01004, a fixed deposit of 25,000 at People's Bank matured and paid out with 7% interest for the full year. Create a new account, interest received on fixed deposit. So the date for this transaction is going to be the 15th. I'm going to use G for general ledger again, and we have to split this transaction into two parts. I'm just going to show you. There's the fixed deposit People's Bank that matured. So the original fixed deposit amount was 25,000 Rand. We can see that if we go to page 6, the general ledger accounts, fixed deposit Volkskas Bank was 25,000 Rand. So 25,000 Rand. I'm just going to increase the width of the column. Then the interest received on the fixed deposit. If we look on our bank statement, the full amount for fixed deposit was 26,750. So then I can go and calculate what is my interest on fixed deposit. So I'm going to say equal sign the amount that I've received minus the original fixed deposit amount. So I have calculated that I have received 1,754 interest on fixed deposit. So I'm going to split the transaction in two. One account is going to be the fixed deposit account, and the other account is going to be the interest on fixed deposit account for 1,750 Rand. Those two amounts added together gives you the amount that is shown in the bank statement. So I'm going to go to my general ledger account and I'm going to search for my fixed deposit account, FIX. There's my fixed deposit Volkskas Bank. I'm going to press enter. The receipt number is correct as given on the top of page 18. I'm going to use the receipt number R01, capital letter R, 01/004. Let's add some more detail. Fixed deposit matured. There's no tax when the fixed deposit matured, and the amount that we have to use is 25,000 Rand. It's still on the 15th, but now I need to use interest received on fixed deposit. So I'm going to look on page the page where we find our list of general ledger accounts, and I'm going to look for the first account that's an income account. I can see that rent income was account number 2,900. So I'm going to try and use account 2,950. So I'm going to use F6. Let me just click on search and let's go and see if there's an interest on fixed deposit account. So I'm going to search on description INT. There's just interest paid and interest received. So I'm going to F6 add, and I'm going to try and use the number 2,950 because on page 5 I can see the last income account number used was rent income 2,900. So I'm going to try and use 2,950. It is available, and I'm going to call that account then interest received on fixed deposit. It's an income statement account, and we are going to use other income, and the report writer category will be other income as well. So that's how we create a new account, interest received on fixed deposit. I'm going to save it. I'm going to close, and if I now type in INT, I will find interest received on fixed deposit on my list so that I can select it. Remember, the receipt of the reference number must not change, so we must be careful and change it back to 04. So we also are going to use the R01/004, and it will be the interest received on fixed. Okay, you can just write a short message as long as the person can understand the description. Okay, there's no tax on interest. If you go to your annexure at the back of your exam paper, you will see that interest paid received, there's no tax. So no tax. And remember, the amount we said was 1,750. So where did we get the 1,750 from? It's over here. The People's Bank matured, 25,000, we've used that. Interest received 1,750, and the amount that we have received in total was 26,750. I'm just going to check the description for that one. R01003. Buffalo City TV. I cannot type anything more, so I'm just going to stay with that. Okay, I'm going to press enter so that I'm on a new line. And then on page 18, T. Malibongwe paid with a credit card for his cash sale. So the date is on the 16th. Remember, it's C for customer, cash sales. Our cash sale account is Z99, CZ99. So remember, you must choose customer so that you can use the cash sales account. The receipt number is R01005. Can record it R01/005, and it's T. Malibongwe. And the amount for T. Malibongwe is given on the exam paper, 6193. 6193.90. There won't be any discount. press enter to complete the line. Just going to try and check something. Customer documents, tax invoice. Let's see for the cash sale. There you can see the cash sale amount was 6193.90. 6193.90. 6193.90. Then we continue on page 18. R01006. It's on the 31st. It's G for General Ledger. We must create an account 2960 and then call it interest on current account. So I'm going to click on F6 add. I'm going to use the account number 2960 as instructed, and I'm going to call it interest on current account. The income statement account, it will be other income, and we will also have other income. So 2960, description, interest on current account, income statement, other income, then save the account. Can I close? Then I'm going to select the account, INT, interest on current account, select it. Make sure the reference is still correct, R01/006. And we INT on current account. Remember, there's no tax on interest received, and the amount for interest received on the exam paper is R54.54, 54.54. Press enter to complete the line, and on page 18 we are on the last receipt, R01007. If I look on my bank statement, R01007 is on the 31st, and it's Gracia Fine Food and Wine. So it will be a customer again. I will select Gracia Fine Food and Wine. My reference number is correct, and I'm going to use R01007, and it's Gracia Foods. And it's for tax invoice. Okay, now can I go and see if I have something for Gracia Food? Yes, there's Gracia Food and Wine. So let's go and look at the calculation. The tax invoice amount for Gracia Food. I can go there to Gracia Food is a customer, remember? So So I'm going to go to the tax invoice. I'm going to click in the number block. And I'm going to look at Gracia Foods and Wine, 12,422. 12,422 is my total, comma 19. 12,422, comma 19. I'm going to close here. I'm just going to check if there's maybe a credit note for Gracia Foods. No, there's no credit note for Gracia Foods. So I can close here. And I can go to Excel and just make sure. Okay, so the tax invoice amount 12422.91. Amount before minus credit note amount, we said there was no credit note, so equal sign that one minus 0, that gives me 12,422 minus terms discount. If we look at Gracia Foods, the document for Gracia Foods, look on page 14, Gracia Fine Foods and Wine. There's a settlement discount of 2.5% within 30 days. So the original sale was on the 13th of March, and we can see that we are receiving a payment for receipt R01001 on the 31st of March, so it is within 30 days, so they can get 2.5% discount, 2.5% discount. Okay, so I'm going to take that amount, equal sign that one, multiplied by 2.5%. And my answer is R310.57. R310.57. So now I can calculate my amount receivable after the 2.5% times discount. So it will be equal sign that amount minus that amount. So my final answer is going to be 12,112,34. And there's something that we must remember.